This.
I'm never gonna get tired of that.
Hey y'all.
That was
What is up, everybody? Our final show of the year. Welcome to the Horns Forward podcast, and we are joined by our very special guest, the Ice Cream Man himself, Mr. Mike Brown.
oh,
Ice cream man himself.
I hope whenever you come out next season, like from the tunnel, that they start playing like that ice cream song that you hear on the set. Like that's got to be a thing now.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh. I cannot. I cannot.
that's pretty funny.
Well,
Oh,
I'm really happy we're here. I'm sad it's the last show, but I'm excited. We have Mike back again. Gonna catch up. You.
Man,
So what's been going on, Mike? What have you been doing? What have you been doing this off season?
a whole lot of training, straining, and working for the familia. So that's the very gist of it, like to put in short terms. But besides that, I've been living good. Can't complain. I still have families, those who love me, helping people, that type stuff like that.
Oh, look who's finally popping in. Hey.
What's happening, folks? I do apologize. I had a friend of mine who just graduated tonight, got her doctoral degree, so I had to be there for that.
Oh, period.
I mean, you didn't have
Congratulations to your
to.
friend.
Yeah. Well, she's getting it. I mean, she has her doctoral degree in psychology, career I'm very, very interested in myself. So, I mean, I got to go and show support. Plus, we all need somebody that we can talk to whenever we're having those kinds of days, and that's my person. So there you go.
There you go.
Yay.
Free mental health right there.
There you go,
Take care of
man.
that.
See, always
Everything gets
thinking.
more expensive. There you go.
I mean, I'm sure that the Brahmas could use like a mental health
There you go. A sports psychologist,
Yeah.
like in Ted Lasso,
Yeah,
that
Ted
one lady.
Lasso.
Yeah, she
I'm
made that team go to the championship.
I'm
Football
just
is
saying
life.
my services may be available.
That's
I'm
a
just saying.
need. If they went to a championship and you can deliver, that's need.
Well, let's be honest. You guys don't look at this the results of the schedule. Look at how hard you guys fought. You guys were almost there as it was. Okay, no
2 feet
BS.
away.
So
Yep. Field
Big
goal
facts.
away, man.
yeah. So
I mean,
so
we
let,
could have done like a group thing. Like after that game, we could have all just sat there and done a mental health session real quick.
Oh, I needed one.
ooh,
Because we were all sad, but we
I'm,
were
I'm I'm looking. I was looking as beat up as this can is right now. I mean, this can. This is my last Brahma beer can, which has saving. I mean, I don't know how I've been able to go the entire year with having one of these waiting for me. And
Dang.
but it, like you can tell, it's seen better days. But
That's impressive, my friend.
Well, I think Jay and I we had our own like therapy session over at Mark's outing. Some
we did.
Fatty's burgers.
Yes, and it was 100% worth it. But
Absolutely.
we're not here to talk about we're not here to talk about our mental health stuff. We're here to talk about you, sir. So I'm sure my co-hosts have probably already asked you some questions,
Just one.
but okay. And that question was
What's he been doing off season?
okay.
How's
Good.
off season been going?
Okay. So I've done a little bit of my research. By little, I mean I've looked extensively at your bio and everything.
you've been Facebook stalking you.
I have not done that yet. I'm not that dedicated to my craft. But Compton, California to San Antonio, Texas. It's a long journey, sir. So why don't you talk to us about how you got there?
to California.
Did I freeze up?
No, you're there. He traveled by plane, Jay.
Yeah, usually he went online.
No.
On
But I'm talking about how did he start out as a young man in Compton, California, playing football, and got himself to the cinemas. Like, talk to us about your career, talk to us about your experience, all that.
Oh, so it's story time.
Yeah.
Okay. My football career started in 2016 of August, And the crazy part, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people do know at the same time, is that I started playing football at the age of 21. I didn't play high school football. I didn't play any sports that had any kind of contact growing up through high school because I had heart surgery when I was 5.
Oh wow.
And going throughout my life, one of the craziest things is because I'm a very religious guy. You know, I love God, believe in God, and I fear Him, but I trust Him and follow Him in everything I can, best of my ability. So I went and served a mission in the Philippines for 2 years for the LDS Church, Latter-day Saints. That sometimes people call us Mormons. But there was a promised blessing that was told to me in 2013. And it was like, if you serve a mission, do your very best, I'll give you what you want. And that was to have a good heart, be physically dominant, and do great at what you believe in. So I went to the Philippines from 2014 to 16. I did my mission, served the best of my ability, and I came back. So my brother, my little brother, I'm 2 years older than him. He was playing for the Miami Hurricanes. But when I came home from my mission, he wanted to transfer to a university closer to California. So what happened was I told him, I was like, hey, you know, I want to try football out. And he was like, yeah. He was like, all right, but football is going to be very hard. And you're what, 21? I was like, yeah. He was like, you know, there's going to be a lot of guys who've been playing football for 18 years of their life. It's going to be really hard for you. And I was like, well, I'm up for the challenge. I'll try it out. Went to the doctor, got my first physical, and that was my very first physical I passed. And doc told me, he was like, your heart is fine. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. You're telling me I've been denied all my life, and you're telling me right now I'm good to go play football. He was like, yeah, you're checked out. You're good to go. Blew my mind. It was like a promised blessing that came true. I was like, let's go. I went to Eastern Arizona, junior college, and then started my first year there. Was still learning how to play football, but was very dominant when it came to broad strength. Second year, I had all these accolades, all conference. I had all these offers, but here's the crazy part. I had no idea what a D1 was. I didn't think you could go and play football anymore. After my second year, I was like, all right, that was great. That was fun. Thank you for football. And then as I'm getting ready to leave, graduate, go back to my normal life, I get a call from my coach. He goes, hey, you got an offer. I was like, what's an offer? And I'm like, what do you mean what's an offer? I was like, I don't know. This is my second year playing football. I have no idea what you're talking about. You want to go D1? I was like, what's a D1? I don't know what that is. And he was like, it's Division I football. Yada, 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 goes on. And I get my very first offer was from the Kansas Jayhawks, then the Texas Longhorns, West Virginia, Alabama, Houston, Oregon State, Oregon. I started getting all these offers, and I had no idea. I was like, dude, I was like, wait, I can keep playing football? They was like, yes, you can keep playing football. Yes, you can. I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I guess I'll play football then. And out of all the offers I was pulling in and coming in, I had no idea at the time. I committed to probably one of the worst programs at the time of D1, and it was the Kansas Jayhawks. I committed there because here's another crazy part. My brother was very mad at me. He was like, why'd you go there? Why'd you do that, bro? I was like, and my answer was this. I was like, they have really cool uniforms.
You want to look good first.
Yeah, I was like, man, they got so much cool stuff. They show me, and then this is his response. My brother literally does this. And he looks at me and goes, decommit from there. I'm like, dude, why? He's like, trust me, listen to you, bro. I've been doing this for a long time. Just decommit from there. I was like, all right. It was probably the best decision ever. I ended up committing to West Virginia Mountaineers. Played 3 years there. I was All-American mention. I was All-Conference. I won Best Player, Best Big 12 Player. I was All Academic. All the cool stuff I was not trying to get, but I guess it came along with the sport. And I literally just played football for fun. It was football was just to smash people and have a good time. That's literally what it's all about.
Yeah, amen to that. That's
And
true.
it's just fun to, I don't know what it is. It's really fun to smash, like fight all the time. But I'm a nice guy off the field. I am. And then after 3 years at West Virginia, I signed with the New Orleans Saints after the draft. And I think, and it went kind of viral a little bit, especially with the fans and family around the area I was representing, because scouts and journals were all coming out. It was like, it's crazy because Mike Brown only been playing football for 5 years and he made it to the pros. And it took me a while to understand that because I was just playing football, and it was all fun to me. And then it got to a point when I was when I was in camp with New Orleans, because I was in New Orleans for about like 4 months until I got hurt. I tore my PCL the second preseason against the Jaguars. And you know how that goes, and you get hurt. And then I was just like, wow, that was like an eye-opening point for me. I was like, man, I think I should take this a little more seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then following that, I got drafted into the USFL, played for the New Jersey Generals. My daughter, I had a newborn coming into the world, so I requested my release to leave the USFL to come home for my son. And then that's when I got a call from one of the scouts for the XFL and then GMs as well. And I talked to many head coaches and teams. And I went to Hawaii, met The Rock for the first time. And
Nice.
And which was amazing because, everyone loves that guy. I grew up watching the guy and found out he's Samoan, I'm Samoan, which was awesome, And it was the crazy part was a lot of people don't know is I was supposed to go to the Houston Roughnecks, and then it was the DC Defenders, and then it was the San Antonio Brahmas, and then it was just going back and forth. But I didn't get drafted because apparently something happened with the USFL. They were still holding my rights, and it wasn't my rights weren't cleared yet, which made me very, very mad. I was very mad at the time. And then they released my rights after the draft was done. And when that happens, it's just like, well, they got all their guys now, Yeah, and been talking to a few teams. And then San Antonio calls me. Then we start mixing it up there, and then I go to San Antonio. And here's the crazy part. I don't know if this is classified or not, but I don't know. I don't care. But I think it's a pretty good story. It was the San Antonio, Houston, and DC. And it was either out of those two, but San Antonio, they flew me in. So I came to San Antonio. I was like, San Antonio brought me in. I'm staying with the Brahmas. I'm kicking ass.
There we go.
We're glad you did.
I came here for these guys. They brought me in. I'm going to represent. They take chance on me. I'm going to give them all they need and all they want. That's just the person I am. You give me the opportunity, I give you everything. And I waited and waited, but there came a point where I guess the DC kept fighting for me. They wanted me to come over there because I did talk to them a lot. You know what I mean? But Antonio pulled the trigger on bringing me in, so they came to a conclusion where they had to flip a coin. And so they did that. DC won the toss, and I went to DC for all of camp. And it's just crazy because when I went over there, I was starting left tackle, I was starting guard. I played multiple positions over there. I had a great camp, and many others can tell you if you ask. But I do not understand. I don't know why. But when it came to final cuts, your starting guard, starting left tackle, they chose to release me. So there's a lot of stuff that goes along with it, which is that was the first time I ever got cut, and I was just like, well, you got to experience it if you want to thrive in this business. You know what I mean? And then I come home for about a week and a half. And then I'm talking to the team, I'm talking to them. They're like, hey, what happened? I'm talking to San Antonio guys, and they were shocked. Houston hit me up. They was like, what the heck? You? They were shocked. And then they was like, "Don't worry, we're gonna bring you in." And next thing you know, Coach Hines wanted me, the O-line coach, the GM, all them. They brought me in, and that's how your boy became a Brahma certified.
Right.
Let's go. We like to
Gave you
call
the
that
San Antonio
divine
treatment.
providence, sir.
Blessings.
And
It was foreordained.
the,
Foreordained for you to be a Brahma.
despite the record and all the ups and downs we had, man, I believe what you said in the beginning, brother. We were very, very close to everyone, and it was, and that's what I think that's what we didn't have the best record, but like if you watched all our games, like we fought every way of it, and that's something that stuck in us, and we're gonna still do that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, when we went a couple weeks ago to the Alamo Dome for their club seating, they on the Trons they were just showing y'all's hype videos that they would show you guys before the games, and it was getting me hype, and I'm like, oh man, I can only imagine how you
It's
guys
nice to
felt.
feel it again.
I
man.
know, just smelling
No.
the field and being, I'm like, ugh, I just missed it
Yep.
all.
I can't wait to hands in dirt. Oh man, grown man looking at other grown man. You know what I mean? You either gonna whoop my ass or I'm whooping yours. But I'll tell you what, don't count on me.
Yes.
So, is it safe to say that we can count on Mike Brown being on the Brahmas next year or this upcoming season? Well, I guess technically next year, which is 2 weeks away.
Well, that too, I can never give a guarantee because all of us still have to compete.
Right.
But I'm gonna do my very best because I felt like I put my foot down and I showed what I can do, and I just gotta do it again. That's the thing about football. You gotta impress them every time. You know what I mean? And that's the name of the game. And I know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
But I talked to the main guys and the guys who are in charge of who's coming in and how we're doing it. I talked to him like a couple of days ago. He just told me he told me be ready, stay ready, keep working out, and be ready to go by I think February around 18, 19, so around those dates, around 18, he was like, just be ready to go so we can report. I was like, say less. When he told me that, I was just like, looks like we got to compete. That's just how we do it.
Let's go.
Awesome. And I mean, I can, with you already having an experience of San Antonio football under your belt, one season, should you come back and be on the Brahmas again, I can see you being a locker room leader. You know what the people want. You know how the community is. You know how we treat you by bringing you in personally, flying you into San Antonio. And I know there's going to be a lot of fresh new talent coming into this second season as well.
Mm-hmm.
And hope you can show them the way we do things here in San Antonio.
Absolutely.
Go hard all the way.
Big facts, my friend. Trust me, this willpower cannot be overshadowed, brother.
I love it. I love it. And
So
one of the guys that I'm looking forward to you going up against, and now assuming that everyone of course makes the roster and everything, because recently there's been a lot of poaching between USFL teams and XFL teams and this and that. But the Brahmas poached someone from a USFL team, Boogie Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
And he is.
I know Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, he's a heck of a D lineman. And I mean, I want to see you guys, see some video of you guys going at it in practice and seeing, all right, let's see what's up. Let's see who's going to show up for San Antonio.
I can't wait to go against Boogie because that's just pride. And the fact that we're on the same team as of now, and so I feel like we'll be okay. But I'm very optimistic. But I know for a fact we're gonna ball out, and Boogie's actually one of the main guys I want to go against.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
He just because I talked to him too, hollered at him a couple of times before, but I'm excited. When I saw Boogie, I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
So let me jump in here and ask you this, because I actually heard this question asked to another player, and it really piqued my interest. You being an offensive lineman and having to protect your quarterback and everything, who is your favorite player that you smashed the absolute tar out of this season? Like,
All right,
who did you
made look the
enjoy
best?
burying in the dirt?
Let's see. So many don't know how to pick. Man. Let's see. I think one of the best games I had fun with just clashing was probably the Houston Roughnecks. I don't know their names, but just playing against them because it was a battle. We were going back and forth.
That was a slugger right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that game was
Yeah.
both games of them.
And DC as well. Like, of course, like I had a personal vendetta against DC. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And I played balls to
Understandable.
ball that game. I did. I went off. Like every time we had a good play, I was running my mouth, and that's not the player I am. And anyone can tell you play with me. Mike does not talk crap. He's on the field. I usually make jokes. I'm cracking jokes with you. I'm playing around with you. But that game, I was every time. I'm telling you that game. But I think Roughnecks, that's the one I was bound because that game it was back and forth. I don't know the names, but there was one of these D tackles.
Yeah.
Big dudes, and I was just baptizing them and knocking the crap out of their hips, and it's so funny because they would always compliment back to me. God damn, you strong! Damn, you big! Like, every time when they comment, I'm just like, yeah, man. You got the oos juice, my friend.
The ooze juice. I love it. The ooze juice. Yes.
That's my next sign. Also, I'm gonna make a sign like that for you next season.
With a big old ice cream scoop next to
Yeah,
it.
the oos juice.
Yep.
So after that DC game where you're talking crap and you said that's not your style, are you gonna add that to your repertoire now?
That is going into the inventory. Absolutely. You know, it was. I'm not gonna lie. There was this feeling of evil enjoyment that I got out of it. I was like, this feels pretty good. I think I like doing this. You know, I'm being honest. It was like because I don't do it, but I know a lot of players talk so much. But I'm the guy that when you talk crap to me, I look at you and I go. And then when you're down the floor, when you're down here, I go.
Nice.
Every time.
Well,
but that DC game,
I
was running my mouth. I was like, man, this is great. I think I
I
like
will
this.
say that, yeah, you probably got some of that evil juju and that negative energy, that passion from me and Brian, because that's what our job is just to harass the whole opponent bench, right? And
Yeah, I
that
love
Houston game, you could tell all of us were definitely not just me and Brian, but you guys on offense, all the guys on defense. We were getting under their skin and we were rattling the hell out of them. And they definitely had a different attitude coming out of that game than they did going into it.
Man, that game. Oh man, that game. I'm telling you, it takes a part of your soul. Every close game, it takes a part of you, especially the DC one and the Houston one was so close.
I mean, dude, the way that they had I call them the penalty shootouts because it's like soccer where like the way that the rules are set up, it's like back and forth. It's like watching a penalty shootout. And though, I mean, I swear everyone's buttholes were like this the entire time. Like we're like, oh
Yeah.
Just, go back, just fix the little things, but.
Hey, that's what season 2's for.
Yeah.
That's what season 2's for.
Yeah.
And this time we get to beat up on people from a whole nother league that don't even know what's coming to them.
Oh, this will be joy to my heart.
Just
let me ask.
do us a favor.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, do us a favor. Make sure you're one of the first people to get your hands on that trophy when you guys win in 2024. So we can make sure that we have pictures of you and we can post them on our Facebook page. Because we are going to take that trophy next week.
Facts.
For real.
My friend. I love it.
For real.
Let's go.
Well, I did want to ask you, Mike, because that was the reason why I reached out to you too, is because you've been doing a little content creating. I've been watching some of your videos here. Tell us about what you've been doing.
Oh
man. So it's before I was a football player, I used to love the camera. I used to mess with it all the time. I used to do a lot of stuff. I used to draw. I used to sing. I used to act. These are all the stuff because I wasn't a football player, so I wanted because I was I love socializing with people, but that love I have for creating content before it was a big thing. I used to just make it for the hell of it. But I was like, man, I think I need to take it a little serious. It makes it, especially on my platform. I'm playing football still, but yeah, when I was growing up making it, but when I was at West Virginia, I made a music video. I made tribute videos. There's an actual rap video I made for West Virginia on my it's on my Twitter, but I don't know if it's on my Instagram. But I can send it to you guys too. It's an actual me.
Yeah.
I put it all together. I made those rhymes. I made the bars. I rapped. I used to make parodies, and I was actually a huge. I'm not bragging. It's just the facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at Del V, West Virginia, I was a huge fan favorite because I would communicate with all the fans. I would send out funny videos. I'd make parodies, rap videos, and I would always communicate with them. I always made time for them during the game or off the game, after the game. I just, you give back to people who give you the opportunity, and the whole content creating thing. That's what I'm basically doing. I'm not going to be forcing it out. I usually make it when it comes to me. You know what I mean? And I had a whole skit. We had one. Like we had wrote it down. We had people play parts. We were gonna do it. This one I was at DC, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna come to the Brahmas and I'll bring that script, and we're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it. But of course, we're gonna be busy with like football and everything, camp. But we're gonna. This is a sneak peek, but we were gonna, because The Rock used to be a wrestler. You know what I mean?
All right.
We were gonna make superstar wrestlers and act like backstage interview brawls, promos. We were gonna do all that, and
let's go.
We were gonna do that. I was gonna be called the Brahma, not the Rock. I was gonna pretend to be the Rock, but I was gonna be known as the Brahma. And then we were gonna do one whereas like Stone Cold as the Stone Cold Steve, like we had names there like Macho Brahma. We was gonna do Booger.
So you should go off the ice cream game and go Cold Stone.
Yeah.
Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Hey.
Cold Stone. We had like, oh man, we knew it was gonna go viral too. It was like, bro, this is the perfect time to do these backstage problems. Like there was this one script I had where this, because I was at DC at the time, and I was gonna be called the Defender, and he was gonna have my friend interview me, but of course we're switching it to the Brahmas, so we're gonna be called the Brahmas.
Yes.
And then it was so funny because he had a role and he was like, "Excuse me, Mr. Brahma, coming up this week you're gonna be playing multiple teams of great talent. Do you have any words to say to these teams on these upcoming events?" And I of course I had my glasses on. We were kind of practicing, and I did the eyebrow. I was like, "It doesn't matter if we're gonna face the Seattle Seaweenies."
Seaweenies.
Let's go.
The Seattle Seaweenies are the St. Louis Little Birds, or the DC. But you know what I mean. We had it all planned out. We would come hell or high water when the San Antonio Brahmas come. We're gonna bring hell. Oh man, we had the whole thing. It was hilarious. We'll see. We're gonna work on it, but of course we got to compete and do all that before. But just know that we're gonna release some stuff. Like I'm gonna release a video like right when camp is done. That's the plan. We're gonna get guys, see who want to do the parts. We're gonna have our little backstage promos and
let's collab on that, man. Yeah.
I even had to plan to buy a wrestling belt to wear it in the back. Like after we win a game, get another belt, win another game. When you're
let's go.
He going into the closet.
If you're open to suggestions, if you'll do me if you'll humor me with this one request, St. Louis, either call them the Battle Chickens or the Battle Pigeons.
Hey, that's good.
Because Yes, because that is the jab that we as the fan base started against them, and it makes them very
The
upset.
St. Louis
So-
what was it? Did you say
The
pigeons?
seaweed and
Seaweed, battle pigeons.
The St. Louis battle chickens or the battle pigeons.
I like
Yeah.
battle chickens.
They don't like that at all.
We can definitely throw that into the script. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go,
The
baby.
battle ducks.
we had somebody say, "Is Brahma's music video coming soon?"
Yeah, Justin's over here asking the right questions.
The Brahma music video. Oh man, man, I gotta write some bars now. Huh?
Well,
I can't.
I
Hey,
need-
you open that door, so now you got to walk through it.
I need some of that rap music in my life, man. Come on.
I know. Do you have a rap name?
No man, they shoot. I used to go by No Fees.
No.
No fees, man.
I feel like Oos Juice was good, just a good,
Oh, I know.
the perfect name.
I call Oos Juice, No Fees, Big Oos, you know what I'm saying? Mike Brown, Cakes, you know what I'm saying? I got call, I'm all of them, you know.
Okay. Well, again, your fans are requesting it. We need some of that content in our life, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta start working on that now, man. Jeez,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jum-
Justin,
Jumbo
Don't let the Magellan jacket and hoodie and stuff fool you. I've got 412s in my back seat, so
I thought you
I
were
need
getting
something
pulled
with some
over there.
bass.
I thought you were getting pulled over for a second. I was like, oh dang.
He's
I
just
might be
driving
running
down
from the
Marbach.
police. Shh. No, it's all the rainy weather out here. There's a bunch of traffic accidents. People don't seem to know how to drive in San Antonio. So
Nope.
Yeah,
Not
you
during
be safe
rainy
on the
weather.
road, my guy. Don't die on me out there, my friend.
Yeah.
I actually got into a car accident a couple days ago.
Oh no.
oh no.
Yeah, well, she rear-ended me because my job I work during the off season. I deliver packages for FedEx. Yeah, she hit me
That-
real good.
Jeez.
She ran into your was it a FedEx truck or
Yeah, FedEx truck.
how do you run into that? You know,
Like, how do you not see that?
Oh man,
Yeah, no doubt.
when you see the video, it was clear as daylight. But like, what is she doing?
Probably a whole bunch of this.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, she was like, I had a bad day. I broke up with my girlfriend. I was like, hey, no worries, as long as you're safe.
Yeah.
All right,
As long as everyone's
all the
okay.
Oosh cares about, as long as you're safe, your car's destroyed, you're all right. Don't ever try to hit
That's
me
awesome,
again.
Yeah.
I do the hitting, not you.
Absolutely, facts.
Yeah. So
I got the belt here ready for you, my man, and it's even got. Look at that
Whoa, we got the bell. Let's go.
right there. We ready. We ready.
My man.
So, apart from the sombrero, come get this too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Heavy, man. See, when we win a game, I'm gonna have to carry that and put it around my waist, take pictures.
There you go. There you go.
let's go. Let's do it.
That's dope. I like it a lot.
I love
So-
I just love the wrestling like subculture that we got going on here, man.
Oh man,
It's
I'm
all-
a big WWE guy, man. WWE, WWF, the Attitude Era. Oh,
Oh yeah.
don't
I
get-
grew up on that, which is probably why I'm as messed up as I am.
Hey, I
And that
have a piece of that in there too, brother. Don't worry, man. You know what I'm saying? If you
Well-
smile, you know what I'm saying?
Being one of the most seasoned people in this group, well, actually being the most seasoned person in this group, my connection to wrestling is a little bit different than what you guys have.
You were all about
Uh,
eating your vitamins, saying your prayers, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up like in the heyday of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and so that same vibe is there, but the character. Oh, and Ric Flair, woo, right?
Woo.
And trust me, I've done a couple of those Ric Flair woos at some of the opponents. When I knew I got them, yeah, they've gotten that.
Yeah.
My connection's a little bit different, but I can definitely relate to what you guys are saying here. And so, you know, for some of the older cats like me, the showmanship, the storylines, a little bit different. but that vibe is definitely still there. Just that passion, that energy, that drive to just get out there, work your absolute tails off, and just kind of dominate, the opponents. All of us share that with you guys. Maybe, we can't do anything because, I'm 48 years old and I would probably have a heart attack, as soon as I got on the field. But I'm gonna channel that energy to you guys to help keep pushing you to, keep destroying those defensive linemen who rightfully should be buried on the ground. So,
Absolutely.
you can open up those lanes.
I concur with that.
But I want to ask you this. I know, things are still kind of up in the air about, who's going to be playing and where we're going to be playing and how we're even going to be playing and all that good stuff. The way things currently are, which is kind of the way we're looking at it, is that right now there's no changes. Everything's going to be just like it was last year. Based on perspective, what are you looking forward to most this next season?
Revenge season. That's what I'm looking forward to most. Is to
Let's go, baby.
revenge and to bring the house down and play balls to the wall and just be a better product of an improved product of what we finished with. That's like the main thing. And new players coming along and the old players coming back. We're like, because we were really coming together those last 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh yeah,
We-
you could tell.
Yes.
You could definitely tell.
We felt better. We felt there were just little kinks here and there, but it was a better product. Guys were on the same page, and we felt very, just like the ocean, just waving along, because we kept going. Every time we got on, it was just forward, cruising for a bruising. That's how, you know what I mean. That It felt good. We felt it. The D-line, they felt it. The offense group, they was like, man, I know things are kind of like weird right now with the the wild card and the records and everything, but we really can still turn this around, just like what Arlington did. And we were clearly, nothing against the boys. I got a lot of homies on that team. Like we knew we were better than them.
You were better than them.
We had everything to beat them. And especially when we beat them the second time, and then we was going to play them again if we did win. Oh, my heart's starting to hurt again of the past. Sorry.
I feel your pain. We have a question. How many pancake blocks are we going to see you dish out this season?
Are we talking about every game? I say every game. My goal. This because I get that a lot, but my same answer to that since college was about 5. And if I can surpass 5, which is really hard, that's a high number.
That is, yeah.
That's a very high number. But the most kicks I've ever had consistently in a game was about 7 or 6.
Ooh.
And like I usually, and 5 is high. And, if we're talking about baptism, pancakes, drive a guy, throw a guy, toss a guy, I'm pretty damn good at showing other men who's stronger, And I'm not saying I'm vulnerable to it. It happens to me too. That's part of the game. But just know Mike Brown gets more counts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nice.
But 5 is the goal. And if I can get close to it or over it, Mike Brown has a good day.
Man, Mike, I got to tell you, I am loving this energy that you're bringing. I cannot wait to see, just like Jorge said, that kind of energy, that's what leads battlefields. That's what leads teams into the fray and brings them out victorious. So seeing you as a leader in that locker room with that energy, holy cow. The rest of the league, you're now officially put on notice. You need to watch out for this man.
Especially you, Arlington.
Especially you, St. Louis. St. Louis. Arlington is not going to be a problem for us this year.
All the other teams, they just need to be on alert. That's it.
St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
DC Defenders. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
They can get the horns forward right up. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now, are you looking? I mean, it sounds like you're looking forward to really playing the DC Defenders again next season. 'cause
Absolutely.
from the teams that it sounds like they're the ones that are surviving. We know which ones from the XFL are pretty solid. Which ones from the USFL are pretty solid. Nothing's of course confirmed, but would you say that's kind of like the one that you're circling on the calendar once the schedule comes out?
Oh yeah, man. They got a big circle and horns face that direction.
There you go.
They're I have a personal vendetta against.
Now,
Sounds
would you
petty, but
would you rather play them at their house and beat them there, or have them come to the Alamo Dome and beat them here at home?
Man, I want to share the blessing with the fans, man.
Yes.
I mean, I want to bring
Let's
the glory
go.
to everybody when they come to our home. You know what I'm saying? That everyone's gonna feel electricity. You know why? Because they're all gonna be telling them, "Get the hell out of here, take your
That's
L."
right.
Oh man! And then I'm about being over there, grab the ice cream and throw it at them.
There you go. There you go. Make it all melted and everything.
For sure. Well,
That is
And
awesome.
I'm doing a lot of trash talking. See, I told you it feels too good, man.
That just means we're
It
getting closer to
does.
the season. We're getting
Right,
closer
yeah.
to the season. March 30th is closer than we realize.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I can't wait. I just can't wait to put the helmet back on. Use up all this
Nice.
testosterone. That's just, you know what I mean.
I've been staring at this all off season, just waiting for y'all to bring these out again, man. Like I cannot wait to see these on y'all's heads.
Man, I have a question for
Yep.
you guys though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How this had nothing to do. I'm just asking because I think it would be cool. Would you guys think that the Brahmas, if they had like an all white uniform with the yellow same thing, white and yellow, you think that would be hard?
That'd be sick, man. I mean, it would definitely be different from the banana look. That's for sure. Not to say that our yellow uniforms are bad, because I like them. That's actually the ones I prefer. But yeah, I could see some white uniforms going
Like you
hard.
know, our I think it's all our one. We're all black. If we had like a just like a version of that, but just white, bro. I think that would be
Dude,
so
with
cool.
with these helmets as contrast, man, that'd
bro.
be sick.
Like that, but white?
Oh my god, man. That'd be
Hey,
nice.
I mean, why wouldn't I have a jersey in my truck? Come on now.
Right.
Hey, yeah, man.
It's SAJ, man. He's always coming prepared.
I'm surprised you're not wearing it right now.
Well, because
He
I was at the
decided to wear.
graduation
He
and I had to
decided
look
to wear
somewhat nice.
Arlington blue instead.
And you're
Looks
not the
like-
one graduating. Go ahead and wear it.
But then I have to take my shirt off on air, and ain't nobody want to see that. So
I mean, we've all
No.
seen it once already. I mean,
Yeah.
well, no, that's more Jorge. Jorge likes to strip it off.
well, he wasn't the only one, but there was alcohol involved, and so we're just going to leave that story right there.
Yeah.
I think properly done, a white uniform would be fire.
For like holidays or like if we did like the Easter game, that would have been dope on the Easter game. A nice little
Yeah.
white uniform.
Rising from
Coming out
from-
looking like angels and stuff.
That's right.
And then beat the hell out of the opponent. Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, Mike,
So
I know we don't want to keep you on too long. We want to send you back to your fam. And we really just appreciate you hopping back on and just catching up again with us.
Thank you guys for having me. I enjoyed it. I really do.
Always a
Yes.
pleasure, my man. Well, I freaking love you.
We cannot wait.
I love you too, man.
We can't wait to see you next season. That's for sure.
Like,
Absolutely, man. We're all looking forward to it.
yeah, and you know,
Yep.
I'm gonna definitely work my ass off. You know, make things solid, put them into the ground. So I got a lot of work to do, and we're gonna get to it.
We'll
Yes,
be
sir.
here ready and excited to welcome you back home. And in the meantime, I would hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, my friend.
Thank you guys, and the same to every one of you.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Super cool.
All right. So we had a question here, Ruth.
Oh, my mama,
So,
she's downstairs.
yeah. So this
What's
is
up,
the
Mama?
mini helmet that I got for the Brahmas. So it doesn't fit. This is how it looks on top of my head. So it's not to scale, but it is a nice little desk piece that a lot of people tend to get jealous of. So yeah, I love it.
Well, let's talk about this Lone Star Club. I know you guys talked about it last week.
Yeah. So
It sounds like we sold out that first
popular demand. I
Yeah,
mean,
right?
it that is awesome to hear that there was such a popular demand that they had to expand the Lone Star Club. That so if people are looking to get into the Lone Star Club, there are opportunities still because
Mhm.
they've expanded it because there's just so much demand for it. And having been at the event, the unveiling event, like I could feel the hype in the Alamo Dome from everybody that was in there.
That way you don't have to worry about bringing it up on the computer. Yeah, this Lone Star Club thing. If it wasn't for the fact that Brian and I have our specific assignments, so we really kind of need to be where we're at. This really is an incredible deal. I mean, you're talking about great seats with a great view.
Oh, it's a beautiful
know,
view. Like you can see everything. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are midfield seats. You get that all you can eat stadium fare, private bartender on site. Now, of course, obviously your adult drinks and stuff are not included in that package, but you have access to a bartender who's only serving those suites on the club level. So you could
No
just go
line,
right
dude.
up, no lines, get your drinks, right? You'll have access to VIP events. Again, they're opening up the seats because they were so popular. This is an incredible deal. If the price doesn't necessarily fit your price point, we understand that too, right? There's still seats available, I believe, in the bullpen, which is down on the field level. Again, it's all inclusive there as well. You do have to fight with other people to get to the bartenders and stuff, but you are
It's
on the
a fun
field,
area
right?
though. It's a fun area.
Yeah,
Have
It
you're
is
kind of
next
right
to
in the mix.
tunnel. Right next to the tunnel where the guys come in.
Yeah.
Yep. And then if maybe being around the people isn't necessarily to your liking, but you still want to enjoy the game and you still want to kind of be a part of that vibe and everything, they do have luxury suites available as well. So perhaps if you're a business owner or something like that and you want to entertain clients, or you've got a big family and you want to do something where it can be just kind of your family, definitely reach out to the organization, to James Carr and company, and talk to them about the luxury suites also, because while it is a little bit more of an investment, you do get a lot of benefits from that, and you are right there.
And I've had a luxury suite seat before.
Yeah, fancy.
And they are next level nice. Like you are talking about, like this is where if you're gonna go to the game, you want to wear a suit. Like it feels right. Even though you don't. Why would you go to a football game in a suit? If you're doing a luxury box, like it just feels right.
But you come in a suit every time. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean a business suit.
That's a different suit.
I can't even say like a suit and tie.
Well, he's taking care of fan business.
Yeah, so we're excited that I know the schedule's still not out, but if it tells you guys anything, that we're still selling seats, opening new sections, we're still in it. So
yeah. And I mean that's
Brahmas ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
it's great that we know, like house is going to be packed, so they're selling out fast. They're opening up more sections, so we know we're going to have those butts in the seat. So
and we also know that our friends in the chicken coop up north, over the mighty Mississippi there, they're opening up their extra level. Well, we can't let them do better than us, so make sure you're reaching out to these ticket reps, talk to them, find your seats, get your butts in the Alamo Dome. Let's pack this thing. Our numbers last year were less than St. Louis, but I was there. I can tell you from personal experience, we were louder, we were rowdier, we were the better fan base.
Sure.
Let's make those numbers equal and show them what a true fan base is all about. San Antonio, you've done it before, you can do it again. The challenge has been issued several times. Let's rise to the occasion. Let's show St. Louis and the rest of the league who has the truly best fan base, which is us.
And I think it's been said multiple times by all the fan bases. Who's got the best tailgating scene? We do.
Yep.
So I'm just saying we got the whole package here. It's I mean, call us homers all you want and say that we're tooting our own horns because we're damn good. That's why our horns sound pretty damn good right now.
We almost, Jorge, not to correct you, but I do want to say we almost have the complete package here. We are missing one thing though.
A championship.
All the fans that don't have season tickets yet.
That's,
Get your butts down there and get them tickets.
yeah, for real. I mean, as loud as we were last season, could you just imagine how loud it would be? It completely packed.
No. Oh.
I go.
Even 40,000, we would literally be lifting the roof off of the Alamo Dome, and we would be louder than those pigeons making their little caca noise or whatever up in St. Louis, right? Or the 12,000 fans in Arlington that may as well have been watching a tennis match because they showed the same level of excitement, right?
That's about as exciting as Dallas gets is a golf clap. At least Houston was fun. Dallas was, or Arlington.
You brought the fun.
It was fun because of us. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just saying right now, their version of the Lone Star Club, they're calling it the Bandit Club because there's legit robbing people because of how poor of an experience that they will have. I'm just saying. So, yes, I am firing shots right now. I don't care if the Birmingham Stallions or the New Jersey Generals, whatever the hell they're called, whatever USFL team is going to be in our league, hey, whatever. Welcome. Get out of our way. Arlington, the target's still on you. I don't like you. We're coming after you, and we're going to be mean all game long, both times that we play you.
Well, who's really scared of a Shetland pony anyways? Because that's all I see in Birmingham.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing I'd be scared of being that it's Birmingham if I start hearing banjos.
Well, that's pretty much a guaranteed, bro.
That's for sure. Well, to wrap up our final show, tell me, guys, what was your favorite part about our podcast season this year?
Honestly,
wow.
For me, it was the fact that we can keep this beast going with one season of XFL football, 5 home games, and we were able to keep this beast going for a whole year. That I'm pretty damn proud of that because it literally just came from like a, hey, why don't we do a podcast kind of thing? And here we are in December, like still talking about how much fun we had this past season, talking crap about the Renegades, and talking to football players that that played on our team and represented our city. Like this has been so much fun that it was so impactful that we are still talking about it in December, and it ended in freaking May. Like there's been more time without the Brahmas playing than there has been with the Brahmas playing, yet we're here still talking about them. That's been my favorite part.
All right, what about you, Jay?
Man, there's too much to just pin it down on one thing. I mean, the incredible content that we've covered in this show, right? Making fun of South Oklahoma, talking to all the super fans around the league, all the friends that we've made through all of this. For me personally, being able to hang out with all of you guys and have Eggplant up here join us on the crew. The events that we've done, the back to school drive, the trunk or treat, announcing the Lone Star Club. Literally, just like what Jorge said, every single thing that we've done, and the football lasted 10 weeks, and we're still here in December. We're still hanging out. We literally talk almost every day on our group chat, just keeping tabs with each other, just making sure that everybody's good, supporting each other when, you know, people are having rough days and everything. It literally, this whole thing is what has been the thing that I'm most thankful for, and the thing that I've enjoyed the most, you know.
What about you, BD? You're the new one.
Yeah, well, you know, I've
Mute
got a
him.
much,
Don't
I've
even
got
let
a
him
much
talk.
smaller sample size than the rest of you. Just for the shows that I was on, I think kind of, you know, just the ones that stick out, the ones I like was the interview we had with Trouble and Mischief. You know, the father son duo from Seattle, and that was just so cool to have them on, and just kind of, you know, the passion that they were showing, and you know the dad, you know, like kind of bringing his son along and stuff, and just real cool. And then I mean, I guess it was kind of the after show, but you know, when Ball Hawk went to go reach for the shoes and took a dive.
Ball Hawk down.
Awesome ass crack there.
That was
a top 10 moment. That's for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
That's number one on the top 10 moment, man.
Yeah, that's like top 3 easy.
Well, I think for me, it just has been like having you guys like as a brothers from another mother has been like the top part of, for me, is just making new family. But I think also just with the podcast in general is just, I mean, I did a lot of planning. I'm tired of planning for this year, so I'm glad we are taking a break, FYI, family. We're going to be taking a break for the rest of the year. But I think everything that we've done, we've really made a dent with just the small amount of time that we've been doing this. All the guests that we've had, meeting all these super fans and learning about them and what made them so passionate just makes me realize how passionate all of us are as well. Yeah, so it's been a joy. Even just like guys like Mike, like being able to talk to our Brahma guys, like and possible future Brahmas, like being able to just talk to them and just on a deeper connection. You know, as we always say, we never get that kind of connection when we get to watch NFL. We'll never have this type of experience. So that's for sure. Oh, we do have some special things too. Well, thanks there.
Mr. Predator, thank you so much.
Congrats, Mr. Predator.
Congratulations.
Congrats to your new son-in-law.
Can we talk about the comment right above that?
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that
okay?
one here.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we needed to end off with anyway. So go ahead, Jay. Let me put you up here.
Jay gets to take the stage? That's crazy. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, and I would really be surprised if you didn't actually know, we have a very special event coming up in Houston, January 12th and 13th. This is a very near and dear event to us because we're going to be raising funds to support the Houston Area Women's Center. Our event is going to be called Sideline Domestic Violence. And what we're actually doing is the Horns Forward podcast, in addition to a couple of other podcasts, are going to be coming along with a few of the Houston super fans to show our support for Houston, for the Roughnecks, and for this sideline domestic violence cause. Now, this is being kind of put on by the X-Fan Legion, and they're kind of running everything in the background. We get to show up and just be, you know, loud like we normally are. But on the 12th, we're going to be doing a celebrity bowling event in which you can either be on a team with a celebrity. We say celebrity, right? But you can be on a team with a super fan or one of us podcasters, or you could go against us. And the funds for that are actually going to be given to the I believe it's the Houston Animal Defense League. I'd have to look into that to 100% confirm because we have not fully established our event page yet. But I do know that on the 13th, there will be another event at R&R Sports Bar in which we're going to be having a silent auction. We're going to be hopefully having a couple of guests come out there. And there's tickets for sale. There's going to be a 50-50 drawing at the location. There's also going to be a virtual 50-50 drawing. And the proceeds from that are all being channeled rather directly into the Houston Area Women's Center. So you can look on our Facebook page here for the flyer and more details. There's going to be flyers, or I'm sorry, there's going to be more virtual information on Facebook once we get that event page going and everything. But please make sure that you look on our page, find that flyer. If you're available to go, come see us out in Houston. If you're not, buy a ticket. You know, tickets are going to be relatively cheap, but it's going to a great cause. And, you know, we'd love to see you out there, but we also understand it's Houston, not exactly, you know, right around the corner for everybody. So if you can't make it, you can show your support that way. And there's even going to be options for you to be able to bid on some of the items that are up for auction as well. So check it out, get involved, show your support for, you know, the Houston Roughnecks fan base, for the Houston Area Women's Center, and just your love of everybody here at the podcast. Go ahead and zoom back out. There you go. Local events, we don't have anything scheduled per
Not for this
se
year.
yet. Yeah, not for this year. But keep watching after the new year, right? We're all going to need to take a little bit of break, right? Let our brains relax, specifically Jackie, because of a lot of the planning that she's done. But come check back in with us after the new year, and probably even after this event in Houston, and we may have a thing or two up our sleeve that we're working on.
We
For
gotta
sure.
do
Okay,
something
see
between. I mean, now that we have an extra month or 2 months, really, between when the season was gonna start to when it's actually going to start now on March 30th, because that's an actual confirmed thing that we've heard from the league. March 30th. We got to do something before that to get the hype train rolling. You know, we got to fill up the tank a little bit and get the train on the track.
Speaking of the hype train, BD, did you ever get your cartoon done? Or are we still running the eggplant on the intro
Nope,
video?
still running.
We're
Oh,
still
the
running
eggplant.
the
Haven't gotten it
eggplant.
yet.
Eggplant.
Next year,
We
he'll
may
have.
wind up just keeping the eggplant if that's
I
going to be
mean,
the
it's
case.
hard to get
That's
rid
what
of
Jorge
it
wants to do.
because it's funny. It's just so funny.
I don't get tired
Dude.
of watching it.
It makes me
It's
laugh
still
every time.
makes me laugh too. That was hilarious. Jackie, you did that. By far was like a 600-foot home run. Easily.
Well, thank you. Well, I guess we could say happy holidays.
Happy
Have a safe-
Hanukkah.
safe
Happy
New Year,
Merry
happy
Christmas.
Yeah, all
Feliz
of-
Navidad. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. Whatever you celebrate, we hope you and your family enjoy it. And just know that after the holidays, we are that much closer to whatever this league is going to be called, spring football.
USXFL. I said it.
So, yeah, just keep that in mind. We are going to be that much closer to the season starting. And trust me, I can probably speak for all of us. Being just in the environment inside of the Alamo Dome for the unveiling of the Lone Star Club, just being in that same environment, even though the field said UTSA Roadrunners, I was so
didn't see that.
excited. Like, I was so just happy. And like, I felt the happiness and joy that I had not felt since the beginning of this year. And that just, I cannot wait for the season to start. And so for me, the hype train's already on the tracks and it's already rolling, but I want more people to jump on with me.
Yep.
All right. How do we end it off,
So-
guys?
So we
Folks,
ended off like we always do.
That's right.
We do. Whatever you celebrate, we hope your time with family and friends is blessed. We'll catch you guys in the next year. Horns
Absolutely.
forward, baby.
Runs forward,
Let's
everyone.
go.
We'll see y'all next year.